always be the one you wanna call when it's cold outside. I will always be the one that's right here standing by your side. Open up your heart and let me in. I promise not to break you. I promise I'll be all that you want. So let me in my heart before. Let me in. Oh, your love explodes. Our heart implodes. Your love explodes. Our hearts
guys all been waiting for. This is what we've been trying to keep on the hush. Unfortunately, had a few leaks, but this is the grand sport that we had in here for quite a while. It was a in-depth project, trying to get everything to match up, which we're gonna take it back in the shop, and Dan and I are gonna sit down and go over everything about what went into this project. But it's finally done. We're ecstatic to be done with it. Get it the hell out. On with the next. Oh, I can't wait to talk about just some of the things. Like, there's one thing about I love already, like, the most, and it's not even the design part. It's the matte black vents, dude. I freaking love that. I don't know why. I think it's the matte finish on the gloss. I just love that vent, dude. So now that we got the car back in the shop, we're going to definitely go over and explain to you why this project was so hard, and actually have Dan here. He's going to help go over, you know, show or talk about the time he put in to designing, which you said, what, you have about 60, 70 hours just in design time?
Yeah,
so that shows you right there, you know, how much time just went into designing, laying out the panels, to blend as best as we, you know, the best we could. So I'm gonna let Dan take it from here. I guess you can just show him every area that you had to pretty much Photoshop and create.
Yeah, so the client wanted wild, like crazy as possible. And they with this design, there's a few that they picked out that were very similar to this, but they really wanted to. They stressed that there's a lot. They wanted red in the design, like heavily. So that was, you know, pretty difficult on its own, aside from just like the design itself. But once we nailed down what the design was going to be, we decided to start with the hood or the front bumper, because, like Shane said, it's so complex, and like, you know, whenever you stretch and conform it's
Right.
going to move a certain amount. So
Yeah, so the best way to explain it, we started with the hood. Reason being, everything else is flat pretty much, except for this. When you heat and stretch to conform around the bumper, wherever you heat and stretch to where it applies, that's it. The design's done. So if we were to start on the hood and the fenders, get those to match, and then we go to do the bumper last, well, I can guarantee you, yeah, we're going to start heating and stretching, where you can see it sort of doesn't 100% blend perfectly there, but it was, you know, that's A-okay with us. I mean, it's close, it's spot on. It's really hard whenever you got different shapes of body panels. So, yeah.
Yeah, and from a distance, you're not going to notice that. I mean, obviously, whenever you get up real close and you're trying to pick out little imperfections of where the thing isn't perfect, it is show. But it was definitely the hardest wrap I've ever designed so far. So, like we said, we started with the front bumper, worked our way to this down the sides. So we had one full side done. That was the easy part, and then obviously the other side, and then coming back and matching everything up on 3 different areas to where all these lines are going. So it was pretty difficult.
Yeah, come here, check this out. This is a perfect example. I think you nailed it. Like you said, we did the side second, and then we did the top. The top was where we had to blend the most. So he did a phenomenal job getting the deck lid, because look, this is a super deep recessed area. So when you're shrinking, when you're sucking it back into the body panel, you're actually moving the vinyl in, and you always got to counter, like if you're doing a design, you always got to factor in that. That's like extra inches of material that you have to factor into design. You know, it was good that it was somewhat sort of big, but if you had like a whole bunch of straight, tiny lines, that'd be pretty much impossible. So it's another thing, designing is you have to know the car, you have to design it, you know, based off the shape of it. So I think Corvettes are our specialty, so it was a no-brainer. I mean, we have the Corvette world, you know, the market knocked down. Like, we have it. We know the Corvette, that is our car. Another thing I wanted to go over is the car is actually red, so that's why they wanted to have more majority of the design red. That's their favorite color. So they fought us a little bit, right, on the crazy blues and the greens and the purples.
They want to take a little of the blue and the purple out, and able to squeeze a little bit in, just because it needed that to break up the other colors and just have that rainbow full color spectrum in there, but just subtle.
Yeah, and you guys seen our cars, like Mike's cars we've done in the past. The first one, which was pretty crazy, and then the second modern shape, you know, World War II battleship theme. The colors, the razzle dazzle. The colors is what made those cars. So for them to try and hide, for the customer that wanted, you know, us to get rid of as much blue and purple, we kind of sort of talked them into giving us, you know, a little bit of that to give it some more pop. So yeah, it looks perfect. I like what you did here in the hood too.
Yeah, I was just about to say, this was the hardest part, was trying to get this to, one, blend, and then I wanted to have this look as if it was coming out of the vent, the hood vent, and getting that to land exactly where we wanted was there's a lot of measuring, a lot of like photoshopping, a lot of just, you know, planning.
Yeah, so look at this, middle finger, same size, damn near spot on, and it sort of looks like the Stinger kit.
Yeah, that was the goal.
Yeah, that's another thing. So this had a white Stinger kit on red car, silver wheels. It was definitely one of probably the hardest spec color combo cars that we've had in here. Usually it's everything is the same color. It's either black or, you know, factory matching. This one had red, the wheels are silver, and it had a white graphics kit.
And the black hash marks.
Black hash marks. So it had a lot going on. Now we did leave all the factory kits, so there is like a little embossed in some of the areas where the factory, you know, stripe kits are. So I didn't want to get rid of that, just, you know, because we can take this off. They still have the factory graphics that they purchased from day one. So that was something I told them that I would, you know, we won't touch any of that. And we actually plasti dipped. Don't judge us, but we actually plasti dipped all the stuff that we could not wrap. So the vents, the side mirrors, and then these vents are all sprayed, not laid, and they came out phenomenal. So we actually wrapped these just because it was easier for us to wrap that. So that pretty much, yeah, I mean, that explains this crazy project that we are like.
I mean, the goal was also to make it look as if it was, you know, moving as much as possible, even if it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And so, like, tried to, you know, bring this up over and trying to think like aerodynamically, like think of a wind tunnel, like, yeah, and just, you know, going through.
Give it the natural waves of what.
Yeah, like and play with the body lines. The car has such a great like lines everywhere, and this one coming up down all the way there. Like I said, the stinger on the hood.
Yeah.
This one over here, this comes down like this, and then this green comes up and follows into the A pillar.
And follow
this right here.
Just a whole bunch of craziness
Yeah.
going on.
And then the back, which I think we all are agreeing that turned out awesome.
Yeah, the back's our favorite.
Tried to V it in and play off of the Corvette badge, give it something unique, and also this all here sort of plays off the fender lines as well. So there was a lot of thought involved, and yeah.
Yeah, it's probably, this is going down as the hardest, the craziest wrap we've done thus far. And we nailed it. I'm ecstatic with it. I can't wait to show the customers. So they are actually going to come in on Monday, and we're going to film their reaction. So it would be pretty cool. They have not seen it, and it's been here for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They have not seen it yet. So I'm pumped to see what their faces are going to look like after we reveal it. Was it torch red?
Yeah, I think so.
Factory color torch red. Everything looks good. Interior. Automatic. Oh, just to add another final touch, this so they traded this customer used to have a Stingray. They traded it in to upgrade to the Grand Sport, and they kept their Corsa exhaust that they had on the Stingray. So it'll be getting a Corsa exhaust system installed on it as well. So that'll be pretty cool. It'll sound badass now too. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, so the last thing that's left to do is get some rollers.
Yeah. Oh, well, I did forget to tell you this, which is my fault.
Oh, okay.
Race to Red. They just wanted, that's their Instagram. Race to Red. Make sure you check them out. We need to get some social media, Instagram stickers just to put on their windows. But yeah, so now I guess we're gonna head out. We're gonna go get some roller shots. Beautiful day out. It's what, like 60 degrees, sunny, all the snow's melting. customer showed up for this Corvette we just done. We're gonna go surprise them. Let's see if we can get a good reaction. Hopefully they like it. Whoa, It sucks we have all that. We have it sitting right on the other side of that door, and we're gonna open it up, and then we're gonna pull it out. Sorry for all the BS that's going on over there. It's all loud. But you ready to see this? Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
I'll stay here.
Yeah, you guys gotta stay right there. Like it? Yep. Thank you. I'm glad.
He's gonna steal a lot of parts.
Oh yeah.
Sorry it took so long. Trying to get everything to line up so that's good. Not easy.
It's awesome. Good job.
I had a picture in my mind, but after seeing this, more than I expected.
That's awesome. Well, glad, yeah.
So who's driving it home? You're gonna have people taking pictures of you the whole way home.
Yeah, we took it out for a roller. Every time we stop to get gas, I'm talking.
It came out really good.
Yeah, oh yeah. I love it. Wow.
I really like how the red the calipers,
Yep.
the seat and everything.
And all your factory graphics, cylinders, so you'll have all that. The vents and the mirrors will be plastic. So there's no white or red anymore. Get the best. Yeah, see, the red paint was more vibrant than the printed design, so it looked even, right? It didn't look right to me. So we use matte black as an alternative. So even this part, right? I love the nose and that's wrapped and then those are dipped, sprayed, which it peels off.
And the tires got them.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we weren't able to install the Corsa Extreme exhaust. We need the pipes that extend to the X pipe. So we're gonna get those ordered, and then we'll get this back, and we'll get that installed, and then it'll be fully done. You'll have the sound, the look, be ready to go. So we're gonna wait on Curtis to get the squeegee, and then you just tell him where you want them, and then that's the final touches.
Thank you, Shane.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a great team, actually.
Yeah. So
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Explain your thoughts. Like what is it? Everything you guys wanted? Like
It's more than what we asked for. Yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
good.
Shane's wonderful. Thumbs up. Highly recommend him. The
it's
team is
definitely
really good.
when you see it on a computer screen, and then whenever you see it in person, it's like 10 times better.
As I told you earlier,
Yeah.
the picture I had in mind, when I see it now, it's more than I wanted.
Yeah.
So good. It came out really good.
That makes me happy. I'm glad we did. All right, we're gonna have you. We We usually just put them like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
should be good.
perfect. Yes,
That's perfect.
that's perfect.
Look at freaking Joe Cool over there. He looks like a BMW owner.
Send it, dude.
Any other time,
I know. He just shook his head.
He would rip.
And all together, especially behind, like it's a V shape. It's a
Yeah,
man's
the back.
design,
The
you know?
back is yeah.
You've thought through it really
Nice.
well.
So well, cool. I'll give you the keys. You guys
Thank
have a
you.
safe trip.
Thank you so much. Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you.
Yep. You guys have a safe trip, and we'll be in touch. You're invited anywhere we go.
Sure,
So if you guys want to come to the call out, you can post your car up at our booth.
Sure.
So that's
Definitely.
what, April 24th?
9th.
9th.
29th. 29th.
29th. Yes, no problem. Thank you. Keep seeing finger smudges. Drive me nuts.